for those who are Black Widow fans, right? It dropped, and it dropped simultaneously with movies and Disney Plus. However, Scarlett, that's her name, Scarlett Johansson, didn't like that,
Yeah.
and is suing Disney because they're saying it's breach of contract. Like you said, you were only going to do movie only. And the fact that you dropped it in with Disney Plus, you probably cost me a couple of mil. We didn't agree with this. So I'm going to sue you. Now, I love Disney. Let me tell you why. Because Disney's a low-key gangster, right? Disney said, ma'am, we abided by the whole contract. And with Disney Plus, you get extra money on top of the 20 mil that you already have. However, it's sad and disgusting that you are not considerate of the pandemic that we are in. Clearly paraphrase in my New York ways, but y'all could look it up. It clearly says the same thing. Disney said, yo, you bugging, you don't even care about the people, and you getting paid extra. Like, since you want to put this out here, you've already gotten 20 mil. Now, here's the thing. Shout out to Isaiah who's giving me this this information, because I'm not so privy and watch Black Widow and the Avengers and all that great stuff. But he was like, because I was like 20 mil, 50 mil. Maybe I'm not in that tax bracket yet to be like, nah, give me my 50. Give me, run that, right? I would have been like, 20 mil? You know what I mean?
It's cool.
Disney Plus, why not? You know what I mean? I get it. This is cool, right? But Isaiah was saying, nah, they killed off her character. This is her like last hurrah with this whole series and things. So this was,
wow, I didn't know that.
Right. So this was supposed to be her big payoff. So yeah, she could be a little bit upset. Here's my take on it, real quick, fast, in a hurry. Now, clearly, we are going with a he say, she say kind of vibe, right? None of us have seen the contract. What I will say is, if you got into a contract with just movie theaters only, still understanding that we are in a pandemic, that's almost an L on you. Like, I feel if we know that not everybody is still going out to theaters, I know I haven't gone. I watched Space Jam on HBO Max. I'm not going to the theaters. There's no need. I'm cool, right? Especially with how things are turning out lately. If you are in a position to where you can pretty much eat off of both, why wouldn't you put that in your contract? Like, are you realizing that now? Like, oh man, they've been doing that, but they told me movie theaters only. But yo, we in a pandemic. Like, that didn't even make sense. Where is your team, ma'am? Why did you think that was okay? Like, of course they're gonna drop it in Disney Plus. Of course, that's almost a given with any of these streaming platforms. It's not. I don't feel like that's too far-fetched anymore. I feel like that's the new norm. And if you don't necessarily have that in your contract, is it really? But that's, like I said, that's what I would have looked at it. Mind you, I haven't seen the contract, nothing. I do like Disney's gangster. I do. I'm going to put your business out if you're going to put mine. If you're going to say you're supposed to make 50 mil, okay, cool. And also understanding that this is one of the lowest Marvel joints that's been out. And you still got 20 mil. I see what you're saying, though. I get it. I understand, but it's sad. I'm more like...
It's crazy.
Ma'am.
I don't know, Nix. I don't know. I might have to part with Scarlett on this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I see both sides. Like, yeah, for sure. Business side, yeah. It's like, yo, business is business. I get it. And at the end of the day, we're all fighting to gain the advantage. Cool. Yeah. But, I mean, what was the communication like? So here's one way to look at it as well.
Okay.
Typically with projects like this, you don't record or you don't start filming and release in a matter of no time.
Yeah.
Like, it is very likely that this was worked on prior to the start of COVID and the whole pandemic. It's super likely.
I see what you did there.
You know what I'm saying? No, that's just pure facts.
Right.
Or not, I'm saying pure facts because we don't know. But I'm just saying, for the most part, most of these movies, you know, let's say in the event that was the case, come on, Disney, like, whoever it is, can we come back to the negotiation table and say, hey, let's just do this in a transparent way. Here's what happened. Circumstances have changed. This is what we're about to do. But don't worry about it. You're still going to get blessed.
But
right? Then I think that's fair game.
But is it not also, and we're not behind the scenes, but isn't it not when she understood what was happening with the world, maybe being like, hello, is this even possible to hit streaming services? Like, what does that look like? Getting her team to be like, yo, is there extra compensation with this? If not,
yeah, that's where I'm with you with that point in terms of like the team stepping in. And that's probably the lesson for us, just like with our own stuff. As you watch the environment or the marketplace shift and change beyond what you originally created or beyond the intention of what you thought it was going to be, you got to be proactive to jump out in front and say, hold up. So I know, right? So that's for sure. That's a team thing. That's a legal thing. That's like her business managers or whomever are those people. They should have jumped in and kind of seen that was taking place and started to, or should have jumped outside or jumped ahead of the gun and kind of said, all right, let me see how we can pencil this in as well. Because you can make revisions to a contract. That is there. But I could see both sides though. I just like, when stuff like that happens, I like to keep it traditional in the sense, let's just be transparent. Like, if we have to come back, both parties, let's come back together and make it happen, as opposed to one side just doing it like, oh, you got no say in this anyway, which is like, what? Come on, that's not cool.
Right. And I think it's just being aware of the world that we're in, making sure that aligns with our business, like paperwork wise. Like, if we are on somebody else's platform or whatever, what are all the different possible ways they can make money off of it? And how are we getting compensated from that? And that doesn't necessarily even mean just with the pandemic, just in general. How many times are they going to slice this pie?
Yeah.
You know?
And I'm excited,
Even if...
Oh, my bad. No, go for it.
Yeah, even if it was like box office only, they knew, regardless of if this was prior to COVID or not, it was more like, I know you have Disney Plus. I know this is eventually going to be on Disney Plus. What does that look like for us? Especially if this is going to be your last hurrah with this series. Clearly not of acting, but let me get some royalties off that. What you talking about? This is my like, I'm out here. But they're saying, to compensate is based off box office sales and things like, and then bonuses will kick off depending on how much it makes. And so I can understand, of course, how upset she could be, and if that is black and white what it is. right? But I think that's also an L on her team for not putting it in the contract even before with Disney Plus. We know it's there.
Yeah.
It's been advertised, subscribe, and I think somebody in her legal team was just like, "Yo, they're doing this to get more subscribers." Blah 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 blah. Okay, that's what they're supposed to do. Right? That's not manipulating. But then it's like, yo, this could be an eye-opening thing because Disney's a big bully. Possibly. That's possible. I don't know.
And most big corporations, in a way, are like they're not going to be, as friendly as we would imagine.
It's
for sure,
you need.
for sure.
It's the you need me. I don't necessarily need you. But
Absolutely. There's a lot of other people out there, who want to play that role. So
I'm
take it or leave it kind of
cool.
thing.
I see your value. I want to give you what's fair. But, ma'am, I get it. I understand. But we don't even have to do this movie. Like, I get it. I do. Whatever. I hope whatever's fair out of the situation comes out. I hope she doesn't feel that she got shafted on her contract. I really hope not. I hope they come with an agreement offline. That's what I will say.
And I'm sure they will. Like most settlements like that typically happen,